Happy birthday, Kelly. One of my memories about you is when we lived out there at Glenarm, in the old house in Glenarm, and you rode your bike with helper wheels. We went all the way out to the old cemetery, and we got up to the top of the hill there, and then we started back, and then I thought, oh my gosh, there's a sharp right turn down here. Is she going to be able to make it? And you were going down there fast, and I thought, oh my gosh, she's going to go into the fence. And you just smiled and went around, made the first right turn, and went around the corner there, and then made the left turn. But it scared the heck out of me. I thought, oh, she's going to end up in the fence. Now, another memory is when we went to Europe after you graduated from college, and we were in Interlaken, and we were sitting at the table there, and you wanted to do that paragliding, and I said, no, I don't think we'll do that. And you said, well, Dad, you're getting older now, so I can understand. And then you got up and went to the bathroom. So he made me sit there and think about all that. So then I finally agreed to it, and then that was quite the experience. So, and we had a lot of other great experiences. What I appreciate most, Kelly, you've always been a leader, and you were always the ringleader for all the kids. I still remember you sitting the kids all down, you being the teacher and making sure they were doing their lessons. And you were always the trailblazer for the group, quote unquote, by Kelly Trutter. And let's see, you're a very loving and caring person, and you've accomplished many things. And one thing about it, if you set a goal, you're going to end up accomplishing that goal. I love you very much. You have a wonderful family, and happy birthday. Love, Dad.
Hi, Kelly. Happy birthday. Time for your tribute. I love these things. So in answer to the first question, one of my favorite memories, I don't have favorites, but I have some that stand out more than others. And the ones I remember the most are the ones where you and I went traveling over a long weekend on the West Coast. Before the kids were born, it was just you and I. And I loved that time. Because we just pretty much did whatever we felt like doing, and we actually didn't even book places. We just drove and stopped where we wanted to stop, and I really enjoyed that time. And I can't wait till we can start doing that with Ray and taking her on the girls' trip. So anyway, I loved that time. And what I appreciate most, I have many things, but I would say your fiery Aries energy. You get something in your mind and you want to accomplish a goal, and you lay that baby out and you go for it. You go for it 110%, and it stays in your focus, and you get it done. You get it done, no matter how long. If it's a 2-year project or a 4-year project or 2-hour project, you get it done, and you get it done right away. And I admire that in you, because I'm not that good at doing that. I would love to have some of that that you possess for sure. But one of the biggest things I think that I love most about you is the way that you show people how you love them. People in your life that you love, they know that you love them, because you always take the time to let people know that in some way, shape, or form. Just like that last gift that you gave Jay. That was just amazing to me, and all the time involved in putting that together. And you do the same thing for your kids. You do that for me and your dad, and you also do that for your siblings. And I think that is one of the best traits there are, because there's nothing more important, I think, in life than to know somebody really loves you and is willing to take the time to show that. And and you do that. You do that. I get pictures of the kids all the time. You try and get family together. You just spend a lot of time in that area, and I love that. And I also love all the great talks that we have, and that even though you're very, very far away, we stay very close and we keep up on everything that's going on. So all that I admire. You're an amazing woman, and it's been a blast having you in my life. I don't know what I'd do without you, sweetheart. Happy birthday. This is going to be a great year for you, getting your PhD, and then the possibilities, they're endless. So happy birthday. Love you.
Happy birthday, Kelly. I get to spend some time with you this year for your birthday, but can't pass up the great tribute video. For some reason, yours is really easy for me, maybe because we interacted so much growing up. What's my favorite memory with Kelly? Well, there's a lot of memories. Some are good, some are great, some are not so great. But I think for a favorite memory, I mean, there's a lot to choose from. I'd say like one of the older ones was when I was younger, and I think you guys felt bad for me because I was so dorky and I had like these big glasses and my hair would like stick out. So you dressed me in this outfit of yours, this limited sweatshirt that was cream colored, because I think you wanted me to have a cute outfit to wear and not look so horrendous. And I just feel like I remember feeling so special getting to wear this outfit to school, and so cool. I mean, I went outside and played in the mud, and like the dog jumped on it and I had to like scrub it out so you didn't know, but that's beside the point. You came with me to California when I moved there, and we got to spend time hanging out in the car, and you helped me like shop for all this stuff, and then we bought all these items that were way too big to fit into a Ford Escort. So we like Jerry Seinfeld, like arm on top of the car, like drove that home somehow, and then like recruited people to help us. And then just your wedding, hanging out, having fun. I mean, I have a ton of memories with you, but those are some of the ones that stand out in my mind. What I appreciate most about you, I think, you were the lucky number one to be our oldest, the oldest of the bunch. So you have been a trailblazer since day one, picking out what you want to do with your life, going away to college, leaving the country to pursue a job and like an awesome experience. And I think that all of us learned a ton from you. I know I did personally, to just, if you want to pursue something, to do it. And it doesn't matter if it hasn't been done before or if it's not comfortable, but if you have perseverance, you can do it. And the bravery, I think, wow, the bravery, I learned a lot of that from you. And I think athleticism too, like, mom and dad had a good example for that, but I mean, you were the first one to play volleyball and you were in track and field. So I think you are a huge, huge influence on me and like who I am today. So I really appreciate that, because I think you always set a good example. And then I did other stuff on my own, which was like not great, but I have you to thank for a lot of that influence. So anyways, I love you very much. I appreciate you, and I'm so glad we get to do shopping together. See you soon. Love you. Bye.
Hey Kelly, happy birthday. I'm really sorry Lindsay and I can't be there with you to celebrate, but at least you have these videos, to go off of. So I thought about how long I've known you and tried to think of all the memories I've had, interacting with you. And I think my favorite memory so far is when I came to visit you and Lindsay in Scottsdale. I think it was nice to get to hang out with you, separate from the family a little bit, and, just get to kind of see you in a more relaxed environment, and, just kind of being able to have one-on-one thing with you and you interacting with Lindsay. It was just really nice to get to know you. And I feel like that's more, who you are as a person, than all the family being together in a small house and, all the hectic things going on and the kids and stuff. So anyway, I think that's my favorite memory. I have two things that I appreciate about you. The first thing would be that I think that you're very protective of your family, individual people, and just your family in general. And I feel like I'm very much that way in my family. So I didn't really have kind of I had an older brother, but he wasn't really, the one taking care of things. He was kind of doing his own thing. So I felt like I was kind of the older brother in my family, and I still feel the same to this day. So it's something I can relate to. And I feel like you're very quick to jump in there when you think, something's not going right, or you kind of set the tone for things in the family. And that's something that I really like about you. The second thing I like about you is I think that you're very logical, and I think that you don't really take everything for face value. You like to research things, you like to find your own information, and I'm very much like that myself. So, I really appreciate that about you, and I feel like anything that you talk about, I can put stock in, because I know that you aren't just regurgitating some opinion from somebody else. It's something that you've looked into and something that you're, adamant about. So anyway, I'll make it short and sweet, and I just want you to have, the best birthday possible. And again, I wish we were there, and have a great birthday.
Hi Kel, happy birthday. It's time for your birthday tribute. So I wanted to share my favorite memory with you, and that would have to be a couple different memories. The birth of Owen and Reagan is definitely something etched in my brain that I will never ever forget. And just being there for you during one of the most physically exhausting times of your life, I'm sure, and being there to support you and Jason, and to witness the birth of both of your kids was an amazing moment in my lifetime, and I'm sure for you as well. So that's an amazing memory shared with you. And then also when we got back from the hospital with Reagan, and there was a moment where you were sitting in the rocking chair with Reagan holding her, this tiny little human, and I was like, oh my gosh, my sister's a mom. So like looking at you in a different light as instead of just my sister, or that you were a mother now. So that was really cool. Something that I appreciate most about you, I would say your unsolicited advice. Just kidding. It typically is solicited. You and Mom are probably my first therapists that I've ever had. And you're always there to lend an ear and talk me off the ledge. And I appreciate it. And I appreciate your advice. And then another thing I appreciate most about you is your determination. When you put your mind towards something, you make it happen, whether it's an amazing party for your kid's birthday, or something that you really believe in, and walking on the Capitol steps because you are that hell-bent in letting people know that this is something that's important. So that's a very admirable quality that you have. And so I just wanted to share that with you. I hope you have a great birthday, and know how much I love you.
Hey Kelly, happy birthday. While I have this time, I just want to thank everyone for doing my video, and how awesome that was to hear everybody. And I'm going to answer the 2 questions about Kelly. So Kelly, favorite memory. Obviously you officiating the wedding was a huge deal to me, and so blessed to have you do that. And it was just great. Very emotional day for me, and very important to have you up there with us. And also your wedding, that was hard to top. That's hard to top that, going down to Mexico and hanging out with you guys for a week, and getting to read at your wedding on the beach. That was amazing. But besides that, the funniest memory I have of you most recently is at Dad's 60th birthday, I believe, when you ended up dancing on the bar. And that was awesome, because I haven't really seen that side of you, at least not in a long time, or I just can't really remember you ever being like that and dancing on the bar and singing. That was just hilarious. There's always good times when you're around. And the thing I love the most about you, I think it kind of evolves as I've grown up. At first, I'd say just your sense of humor. You're just always fun to be around. We joke and laugh a ton, which is something I love to do, and it's really easy to do that around you, whether it's telling stories or just making jokes or ribbing on each other. It's always a good time. But most recently, I've been able to really look at how you have raised your two great kids and how you've done everything for your family and the choices you make. So you've always been a role model as I've been growing up, since you're the oldest sister, and now I kind of look up to you as a role model to how to be a great parent. And I know mom and dad have been great parents, but it's hard to see how their parenting techniques since I was so young when they were raising me. So it's really nice to have you as a role model to kind of take away the fears and anxieties that I have about starting Andy and I's family. So yeah, so I love you a ton, Kelly. I hope to see you soon. I think in a few weeks you'll be out here, so super excited about that, and we can celebrate then. But I just want to say I love you and happy birthday, Kel.
Hi Kelly, happy birthday! My favorite memory with you, I actually have two. Of course, our wedding, when you officiated our wedding for us, that meant so much to us, and it went very well. You did a great job, and I knew you would, but it meant so much to us to have you do it as somebody who's a part of our family. And the other memory that comes to mind is when Ben and I got engaged when we were in Lake Tahoe, and you and Jay went to get, like, after we were gambling for a while, we went to get late night food. And so it was just the four of us hanging out and having dinner together and just relaxing, and it was just really nice to spend some time with you and Jay alone, so without the kids, even though they're the best, but you know what I mean. So and then also the thing that I appreciate the most about you, I really appreciate your work ethic. You are just like a super mom. You not only you spend all this quality time with your family and your husband, but you also have all these other projects going on, and you're very serious about your career, and I just really admire that about you, that you're able to, work really, really hard, and you still have a really great work-life balance, I think, in my opinion. So I hope that you have a wonderful birthday, and we really miss you, and we'll hopefully see you soon, maybe in about a month now. So have a great day. Bye.
Well, happy birthday, honey. You're up next. So, it's nice that we're able to do all this stuff for everybody here in the family. So my favorite memory obviously is going to be, and there's so many, but the two that I can think of most is when I first saw you coming down the aisle or the beach and made eyes. You looked absolutely gorgeous. You were so beautiful that day, and I made eyes with you, and it just made everything like come true. And then the other memory for me obviously was the birth of Reagan and Owen and being in there. Obviously these were really hard as far as Anya, but we got two beautiful children as far as out of this, and it was just an overwhelming emotion, seeing those guys for the first time. What I admire about you most is your passion when you feel something is worth fighting for, you definitely fight as hard as you possibly can. Your drive to be, with your school and getting your PhD this year is absolutely amazing. And seeing you go through that and just trying to push you and help you along as much as I can. And how good of a mom you are. You really look out for our kids and keep the family together and intact. So that's what I admire about you. That's what I love about you. So happy birthday. I love you, honey, very much. And I hope you have a great day, okay? Love you, babe.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mama. Happy birthday to you. I love you, Mom. And the most thing I'd like to do with you is go to the Cheesecake Factory. And the most thing I love about you is that you're silly. I love you. Have a nice birthday.